What's up, guys? So I am so stoked for this Battlefield coming out. I really didn't have high hopes for 2042 just because I kind of knew the futuristic stuff doesn't really resonate with me and a lot of other people. The biggest issue I think with games like that between Battlefield 5, 2042 in recent years is that the UI, the user interface, has just been absolute garbage. The gameplay really wasn't as fun as like the Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4 days. And it looks like with this trailer, alongside this pre-alpha footage that I'm going to roll as well, they're going back to like the Battlefield 3 and 4 days with the old style UI where it makes sense, it's logical, it's intuitive, it's not like bumbling around trying to figure out what the hell buttons do what. And the gameplay looks great in the pre-alpha. Obviously it's pre-alpha, it's only going to get better from there, but it looks like it's more realistic, it's back to its roots, and I can't tell you how excited I am for that. Call of Duty needs a swift kick in the butt because Call of Duty, Warzone, all that has become just absolute trash, and they really haven't had any competition in the marketplace. And so my hope is that with this Battlefield coming out, Battlefield 6, that they push COD to be even better, and the two go back to fighting back and forth every year, every other year with these launches and releases, and they force themselves to get better over time. So with that said, let's roll a trailer. I'll kind of stop and pause and talk as we go, but let's go ahead and get this thing rolling. So this is game engine footage. This isn't actual gameplay, but I will show you the pre-alpha gameplay from a Battlefield Clips YouTube page. So there's your modern warfare.
My fellow citizens, today represents a dark day in our history. With this monstrous, unprovoked attack.
That looks like the K437, doesn't it? From Delta Force, all my Delta Force followers. Or it looks like the 545 gun that came out with the new stock. I forget the name of the gun that just came out, but sort of looks like. And they even have like the flashlight on there from like Delta Force. It looks pretty dang cool. They have the little red dot. Love it. Love it.
Attack. No country is safe from their reach. For all those serving on our behalf.
You know, something that Battlefield does really well in its trailers, the trailers are always so cinematic, but they really showcase the destructibility of the environments. And you got to wonder, out of all the stuff they're going to show in this trailer, what things, there's a bridge that goes down at some point in time. You wonder how much of that is actual, like you can do in the game, or it's representative of a destructible piece of the environment in the game. Just something I was thinking about.
Prayers go with you. For the Pax Armada mercenaries who are watching now, I have a message. It's over. Let's get to work. I'm your masters of war.
Air-to-air combat, you love it. Again, the destructibility, man. All over this trailer. So right there, huge landscape. And if you go back to this here, this to me looks like right here. This looks like that might be a multiplayer landscape right there for one of the big maps. Same thing with this. This might be part of a much larger map in the desert, an oil field. You'll see kind of the, I don't know what they're called, but they're like almost like airburst rockets coming in, hitting the tanks from above, destroying the armor top down. Very effective weaponry. Is this an actor? This guy looks like the guy from the World War II Call of Duty, doesn't he? I forget the guy's name, but he looks like one of the actors from that.
Decisive. Dagger on my 6.
If they have some night warfare with the lasers and the NVGs, be amazing.
My 6.
That actually almost looks like gameplay footage too, like campaign footage, doesn't it? First person.
Send it.
Surface to air missiles. I guarantee you that that's going to be a piece of the destructible environment. Yes, this is cinematic, but I guarantee you this will be an environment that is destructible. There'll be some sort of trigger where we can blow up the dam and flood the map. And this music is incredible too. You can hear the da 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 in the background. That gets me going, man. God, that gets me going. We got a Black Hawk down. We got a Black Hawk down. This bridge right here, this has me curious if this is like a playable part of a map, a multiplayer map with the destructible bridge. I'm not as confident in that one as I am with the dam. Yeah, this is, I'm sure this here will be a multiplayer map with the infill from above. That's probably a destructible building in a real multiplayer environment, I'm guessing. So July 31st, that is this coming... what is that? July 31st. That's this coming Thursday. Multiplayer reveal. But we do have some pre-alpha footage that came out, and I'm going to show that. So again, this trailer has me pumped because of all the destructibility, and I think that a handful of the items we saw in there are going to be from the real actual multiplayer map, so that has me absolutely stoked. All right, so now let's go to the pre-alpha footage. So this is from a page called Battlefield 6 Clips. It looks like this is in an Asian language, but here you go. This is pre-alpha footage. So you can see the UI. We go back here. So gun selection, nice and simple. You can see their stats over here. I would assume that's like damage, range, etc. Maybe fire rate. But you can see, I mean, the UI looks great. You can see the attachments you have on the guns. Looks like this is a console version. This looks very much like Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4. Let's see if I can upscale this at all. This is, I'm gonna go 4K here. So you can see the map, bottom left. Pretty simple to figure out, navigate. Got some AA mobile unit here. Yeah, this looks good. You see some of the buildings are already blown apart. I want to see some destructibility here. You see this guy's just chilling on top of the tank. Want to see this guy shoot. But you can feel the chaos of this. There's a guy up to your left, buddy. But you can feel the kind of chaos. This is a smaller environment here, it looks like. It doesn't look like it's huge. The map didn't look huge. This looks like a smaller map. But you can still feel kind of the chaos of it all. Some of the different gadgets he's using. The recoil on the gun, now that's an SMG. Doesn't look like there's a lot of recoil on that, but I love, let me rewind. It's kind of the first shots we saw this guy shoot. That shooting with that hollow looked great. That looks great. First off, I love the scope. I love the definition of the scope. This looks real. If y'all ever shot in real life shotguns, but this looks real. When you look down from a distance into kind of a hollow scope, this is what you see. You see kind of a floating reticle inside of the square. Other games will put you like right up on it and you don't get a lot of this like peripheral view. But this looks very real, especially if you have both eyes open while you're shooting. That looks great. I love the blur on the gun too. When you look at the holographic scope, you can see the black surrounding the screen, the glass there. It's blurry because your eyes in real life aren't looking at either your eyes are focused on the little red dot. So that's I love that. I love that realism element. Just small things like that really complete these games for me. Yeah, this looks amazing. This really looks amazing. Now, what I'm hoping is that the leveling system goes back to the way it was in like the Battlefield 2, 3, 4 days. I remember when you ranked up in those games, you got this like cool rock song that popped up and it just felt like you were accomplishing something. I love the way the guns leveled up. You unlocked more attachments and more guns and things like that. The more recent Battlefields, the issue I had with those really was like the UI. The game felt pointless to play. Like the progression felt stupid. You know, it just didn't feel like the old style Battlefield games. It felt way more arcadey, way less of a reason to play the game. I would say probably Battlefield 1 was the last Battlefield that I truly enjoyed. It was very cinematic. I'm not a big fan of that World War I, World War II environment anymore. You know, when these games first came out in 1942, I always thought it was a World War II game. That was amazing, but these games have been done so many times over and over and over. And I just prefer the modern. I'm not a big fan of the futuristic stuff either. I just prefer, just like many others, the modern environment. So it's great to see them going back to this. But yeah, I hope the leveling system, the player progression, both the guns, the unlocks, the leveling, I hope all of that makes it feel worthwhile, because I need a reason to continue to play the game other than just it. You know, I'm going in, it's like a stupid arcade mode. I'm just playing in a big sandbox. I need purpose, just like many others. I need a reason to grind. Maybe there's tasks or something, or objectives to do throughout multiple games. Like, that would be really, really cool. A really cool feature. And on top of all that, there's rumored to be an extraction mode too, which obviously everybody that follows me, I'm huge into extraction shooters. That's really taken over what I've been doing. I played a lot of Tarkov. I'm now into Delta Force big time. Most of my content, almost all my content right now is featured, focused on Delta Force, the extraction shooter side of Delta Force. And so, it's a little bit Ramstein. And so, just refresh that while I keep talking. Mute that. And so if one of these big players like Battlefield or Call of Duty can nail the extraction shooter side of things, I think that would just be phenomenal for the industry. COD tried it. It wasn't very good. Some people enjoyed it. I thought it was trash. The Battlefield extraction mode was trash. Their Battle Royale mode was trash. So I don't know if this is necessarily going to be an extraction or a Battle Royale coming out for Battlefield 6, but there is going to be something other than just your standard multiplayer conquest, which will be great. It'll be a great addition, but they have to nail it. They can't just... One of the issues that I see with these games too is that they spend a lot of time working on these things that just don't work. Like when Battlefield came out with their Battle Royale, wasn't very good, and they put a lot of time, energy, money into that, and it just wasn't good when that could have been put into the conquest side or whatever they wanted to, right? Something else that was more worthwhile. But if they can nail the extraction shooter or the Battle Royale, whatever it's going to be, element of it, that could go a long way to pushing that side of the industry forward, because really there isn't a big player right now. It's like Tarkov is the big dog, but that's such an intense game with a huge learning curve. Delta Force has come in and done an absolute great job. It has kind of a Call of Duty feel to it, but while having the intensity of an extraction shooter. So I think Delta Force, especially for a free-to-play game, they've done a phenomenal job. But there is still room for more players in that vertical. So hopefully Battlefield can do something in that realm. So pulling up one more of these. This is actually from a guy here on YouTube named Benji. I don't know where he got this from, but this is in English. This is another map. This is looks like a close quarters city map. Let's see what this looks like. Oh man, so hang on. So first off, we're not gonna roll up for full 36 minutes of this, but look at this loadout screen. Okay, look at that. Go back. So look at all the way the attachments look on the gun. So this is very reminiscent of like called the new Call of Duties, or like even the Tarkovs or the Delta Forces, where it has these little boxes coming off the gun and you can see where your attachments are going on the gun instead of just a screen where you just hit buttons and they just magically appear. You can actually see where they're going on the gun and what they look like. So that's a small feature, but I think that's a really cool feature, one that I like a lot. I like this UI. Again, it's very important watching this game and how important the UI is to make sense. I can't keep playing these Battlefields where the UI is just trash. But that looked good. Look at that. That gameplay looks phenomenal. This has me more excited than the last video. It looks slower paced. That guy ate some shots, huh? It looks slower paced. It looks like the movement is grounded. It makes sense. There's not all this like flying around, jumping around nonsense. A little gun inspect there. That hip fire into ADS. This guy's pretty good. Got some good movement. So it looks like when you spawn in, you have time to edit your loadout. In whatever mode this is. That's the cheater scope from Delta Force. Now, a lot of this looks unpolished, right? When you look at like the textures on the guns and the walls and all that stuff, it looks unpolished. But again, keep in mind this is pre-alpha. They might even adjust how the recoil works because it looks like there's really not a heck of a lot of recoil, which honestly is fine with me. Even if they kept the recoil the way it is right now, it looks fine by me. But there's definitely going to polish this up before the actual release. And probably before, when you see this multiplayer reveal on Thursday, you'll probably see a more polished version than what you see here. I like that it shows you in the bottom right when you die. Oh, look at that. My man just took out an entire second story with a like an M203 grenade. Seems like a little much. I like how the lights look too. The flashlight looks good. Yeah, right there. Oh. See in the bottom right when you die, it shows you where you got shot. So that's cool. All chest shots on this guy there, and it even gives you the little area of where this person was. But I like this feature so you can see where you got shot and how many bullets it took. We're gonna get oh, I thought we were gonna get executed. Oh, we are. Oh, the dog tags. Gotta collect the dog tags. Little combat medic here. Is he pulling him? He's pulling him as he reses him? Bro, what a feature. What a cool feature that is. See if we get anything. Oh, there we go. Alright, we'll play from there. I want to see him just destroy that building, reduce it to rubble. So it's crazy to think, but like, all these buildings are destructible, I would assume, on this map. Oh, man. Absolute carnage. Dog, this looks phenomenal. I'm just kind of watching the chat up in the top left every now and then. Looks like some people were having HUD issues, but it's pre-alpha. It's not even alpha, so I'm gonna have issues like that. Oh, a little repair. I'm throwing some mines down. So this guy's comment right here, this other tester. I've had more Battlefield moments in the 2 rounds I've played so far than during the 4 to 6 months I actually tried Battlefield 2042. That's a phenomenal comment. If that doesn't get you excited. This map is better than anything that shipped with Battlefield 2042. Yeah, this looks great. Very reminiscent of like the older Battlefield days, without a doubt. And just shoot the wall down. Everybody in the top left in this I just keep watching these comments. Everyone's saying it's better than 2042, which wasn't a high bar, to be honest with you. So can you just shoot these walls down? Alright. I'm not a big fan of that. Need some explosions. Let's see what kind of the end game screen looks like if there is one. There's nothing there yet. Well, listen. This looks phenomenal. This is pre-alpha again. Pre-alpha footage. I don't know what else to say other than I'm absolutely pumped. I need this game to compete with COD so COD can get better, because COD is absolute trash. Battlefield has been trash for the last couple of releases. They got to do something to make this better. They got to do something. And I think this is very promising. I think this might be it. This might be the one to get this thing back on track. This gameplay looks great. Looks like it's grounded. Oh, look at that drag. You just see him dragging that guy as he was healing him. That's what it looks like from the shooter's point of view. Watch this. Watch the medic dragging this guy as he's trying to heal him. Look at him. Oh, it's awesome. Just little features like that, they go really a long way into adding to the realism of the game, which is what people want. So, all right, we're gonna stop it there. If you want to check out more of this footage or watch the whole video, again, this is from a guy named Benji on YouTube, but there's trailers and pre-alpha footage all over YouTube at this point, so go check that out. If you're pumped like I am, or if you think this game is going to be trash, or you think we're getting a little bit too excited prematurely, let me know in the comments. I appreciate y'all subscribing, watching this video all the way through the end, and as always, I'll catch you later.